How's it going, guys? Tub Gaming here, and today I'm gonna be doing something a little bit different. First of all, I want to thank everyone in Calgary. You guys are just killing it with support and everything, and just press the like button. It gives a lot of support. Next, what this is gonna be basically is a podcast. You're gonna see that in a little bit. I'm with my friend Jacob, and honestly, he's a cool guy. He's making a channel soon. Hopefully you can go and check him out. The CSGO footage in the background, this is a long time ago. I just had it in the files. I was like, you know what? Why not play it? It's just me and a few bots and some real people. It's nothing special, but it'll do for now while I record more footage. Anyway, I gotta go. I hope you guys enjoy the video. Love ya. Alright, here with my boy Jacob. How's it going, baby?
Pretty good. I'm nervous, guys. I'm sorry.
You know what? So, let's play a little game. Mr. Jacob, this is called Item 1 versus Item 2.
Oh boy.
Alright, so, I named two competitive brands, and, we debate on just which one's better, fam?
Alright. Are we gonna do, I state my idea, then you state your idea, or are we just gonna do a whole fucking spiel?
Alright. I'll think of two really quick. Let's go with Pepsi and Coke.
Oh, Pepsi and Coke.
Alright, fam. I just really want to say, for a long time, I was on the Coke train, right? I was a brainwashed sheep, man. And then I tasted Pepsi for the first time, and it was like heaven, dude. Okay. Honestly. Alright.
I say Coke's had its ups and its downs, Pepsi too. I actually did start out on Pepsi myself personally. That was the first thing I tried out instead of Coke. And then I actually switched over to Coke, whereas you switched over to Pepsi.
So this is gonna be
literally quite the opposite.
So I know that Coke kind of saves polar bears or whatever, but do they really? I don't know. They probably do. There's probably a big research team.
Yeah,
but
all for the polar bears.
I feel like Pepsi's advertisements just win them. A lot of their advertisements are hilarious. They roast Coke a lot. Oh, dude. Alright. So, what's our votes on it now?
Okay,
I still say Pepsi.
I'm gonna lock in my final answer.
Alright.
With Coke.
Alright, it's one-on-one again there. Didn't even try and convince each other. Alright, next brands. Do you have any ideas?
Oh, I gotta say, the first two things that come to mind, dude, McDonald's or Burger King.
Oh, okay. So, I love McDonald's greasy-ass burgers.
Same.
But also, Burger King, I don't know, something about all the mustard on there. Jake. Something about all the mustard on there, just on the burgers. It's kind of, I could be thinking about Dairy Queen right now. I'm definitely going to go with McDonald's.
Yeah, honestly, I gotta say, I might agree with you here. I mean, Burger King does have a lot of good burgers, They have the notorious Whopper, and it's amazing. Same as McDonald's, they have their iconic Big Mac, but I gotta say...
that's kind of disgusting. I don't know why. I hate anything with special sauce, man. It's just my preference.
I'm just a sheep of society.
I like double quarter pounders and cheese.
No, of course.
Because I'm fucking fat, but other than that,
Yeah, no, of course. But yeah, actually, thinking about it now, you have convinced me. I was coming in strong with Burger King,
all the greasy fries too, they're delicious.
Yeah, right. The McFlurry, or the mix train.
Right, so that's two for McDonald's this time. All right. Let's end this part of the game off strong. All right. We'll go into the next final rounds. All right. Let's go. Some people might not think about Taco Bell and Taco Time.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of people who haven't, been on either side of the West Coast, East Coast, who don't even know one or the other. But seeing as I've been, coast to coast, I've experienced a bit of both. And, my boy here, John, also has, or Tub Gaming.
It's fine, fam. Don't even worry about it.
So, I got to say, I got Taco Time coming out strong here. I mean, they're not always the most, go-to kind of restaurant, they're not efficient, everyone's different. 90% of the time, there's Hindu-speaking a language you can't even understand, which some people may find a little offensive, but that's just my personal take on it. But yeah, I gotta say, Taco Time is taking the cake on this one for me.
Yeah, I gotta say, I really, really love Taco Time. They got it cheap and everything too. Everything, right. The price is just right on there. But, like, I gotta say, the first time I tasted Taco Bell, I'm not just saying this to go against you, but, like, just the paste on the bottom, like, of the chili beans, that was delicious. Like, the Dorito Loco Taco thing, that's delicious. Like, I don't know. But, like, at the same time, Taco Time's my main boy. Like, I don't know which to support.
The go-to.
All right. Final answers. We're gonna clock it in 3, 2, 1. Taco Time.
Taco Time.
Yeah. All right. Next section of the podcast. Let's go. Okay, I guess we'll play one more versus, cause just for the fun of it. All right. Puppies versus kittens. Ooh, dogs and cats, boys. All right, I'm pretty sure I know which one my Jacob man will go here.
Same with my.
But I'm just gonna say it. Dogs. Dogs are like way better.
Yeah,
they're better companions. They won't scratch you as soon as you're rubbing their belly. Like, I'm not saying small dogs are good. Like, small dogs, no. I'm sorry. Like, they're really yippy and shit. Like, I have 2 Goldens. That's my logo right now. It's one of my golden retrievers. She's a beaut. Just big dogs in general, they're so fucking cuddly and fun. I don't know. What about you, Mr. Sawman?
I don't know why. No, my 4-year-old email. Anyways, I gotta say, I always used to be so anti-cats. I'm not saying, because I definitely support dogs over, but, recently I, met a few cats. I was like, hey, maybe I like cats. But then, I started to meet more than just 1 or 2 cats at my buddy's house. I met them all, and they're all just, like, 90% of them are just total cunbags. I just can't handle them. They're just not my thing, not my cup of tea. They're vicious, Oh, my cat's a different kind, he won't do that. Well, 90% of cats aren't, fam.
Oh, yeah.
See, it's like 90% of dogs are nice, loyal, and, they'll maybe even do some tricks where it's like 90% of cats aren't loyal, aren't nice, and can't do tricks, right? So it's like, they're literally the opposite pool. I could see if you're, like, a cat would be better if, like, you're never going to be there, because they can support themselves.
Yeah, it's a good, like, it's basically a plant.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, it takes fairly well care of itself. It just needs some water and food,
Yeah, leave a bag of food out, a bowl of water, and
litter box to shit in. Yeah, like that's one thing I hate. Cat piss and shit smells. Like, honestly, dogs, you just take them out to the yard, take them on nice walks. It gets you like to get out there and everything.
Shit in the neighbor's yard, run away.
Oh no, Jacob, no.
I mean, no.
They know now.
They know.
It's out there, Jacob.
Everyone in our neighborhood's like watching this stream like those.
All right. Let's move on. Let's actually move on to the next part of the podcast. All right, Mr. Jacob. I got a big question for you. You ready for this?
Okay.
All right. If you could learn one skill, like any skill in the world, all right, but you had to give up at least 10 years of your life, would you do it? And, like, what skill would it be?
Age reversal.
Hey.
That's actually a very good question. All joking aside here, this is another one of those very tricky questions.
You'd be the fucking master. Like, nobody on earth could fucking stop you.
One ball of life.
10 years. So that means, like, if you were to die in 10 years and you chose this, like, you'd die, like, right now.
Oh, shit. Okay.
So it's, like, really risky, but...
Unlimited poon. Nah, besides all the stupid answers, I'm really, I'm thinking here. This is a very difficult question. Think of on the spot.
All right, I'm gonna do something here.
Yeah, you can't jump in.
You know what? I'd just like to be good at, like, CSGO or, like, playing any video game I want. Being able to be the best at any video game. Because imagine what you could do with that. You could, like, F with so many people online. Like, nobody could beat you. That would be, like, so awesome. I just think, like, and also you could just enter any tournament randomly and just be like, oh, look, this kid's coming in, like, notorious for never losing. Yeah. Like, I wouldn't care if I lost 10 years off my life,
Yeah.
After that, it's just like, you know what? I've lived a good life. The nerd life, but whatever.
Yeah, man. Well, I mean, me already being the MVP gamer, I'm
scared. Oh, yeah. Already number 1.
Yeah, I'm Kenny S up and coming, Jacob S. Like, it works. It's smooth. But, yeah, I definitely feel if there was one thing I would... I'm putting a lot of thought in this, and I'm getting nowhere real quick. Honestly, I'd love... Oh, sorry, my bad. I thought the podcast stopped for a second. I definitely would love to be a better guitar player, because or just musician as a whole,
Oh yeah.
I would say not just guitar, actually, to limit myself to that, because, I like to play any instrument I could pick up, really. Like, every instrument I touch, I
That'd
could
be
play it.
so cool. Like they come
Right?
out with like a new instrument. Some guy like just created like the flute bump drone,
the flute,
and
the
you just
flute
like he's like nobody's gonna be able to play this. I don't know why I came up with that accent, but whatever.
No worries,
Apparently
dude.
he's Zimbabwe African.
Yeah, dude, it works.
Indian. So it's like
Yeah, man.
Jacob just makes a beautiful tone off it. Like fucking makes millions of dollars.
Yeah, man. Because guitar is like my life. Playing instruments as a whole, or just listening to music, it's pretty important to me. It's got me through some rough times. No, but not really. But I mean, like,
Yeah.
it's pretty important to me, and that'd be, make it a lot more interesting to be able to pick up any instrument and play, like fucking harmonica, dude. Like
Yeah.
I'm like drying my slob every time I touch one, so it's like never again.
To counteract both of our arguments, though, I feel like building up to it, like just to become a master would be better. It's just that I don't have the time to do it, even if I wanted
Exactly.
to. So it's like being able to do it, you'd have to already be kind of good so that you could put in more practice, and it's kind of impossible if you're not like one of the best already. But, whatever. Right. If you won the lottery, what would you do with that money? Let's say you won a decent 50 mil.
Yeah, the
All right.
Canadian Max.
Yeah, the Canadian Lotto Max.
Canada A. Alright, so I gotta say, there's a lot of things I would do with it. First and foremost, some people may find it selfish. I'd look at myself well established. I'd set aside $1 million in the bank, and I'd leave it in there and never touch it, so I could live off the interest. As an average working class person, of course I'm gonna be working, but I mean, like, I'd be receiving an average wage just off of interest if I leave $1 million in the bank and never touch it. I'd set that aside first and foremost. Then I'd probably, buy myself a nice house, mortgage free, pay it off real quick. Give me some toys, some cars, some boats, get some waterfront property. Pretty generic answers here, I gotta say, but then anything extraordinary I would do, I can't really think of. Maybe I'd travel the world, that'd be pretty interesting. Still kind of stay on this white girl, generic topic.
Be free. Be
man.
you.
I'd love to really travel and get out there because there's just so much to the world, right? And I'm just literally sitting here on John's bed, just what it'd be cool to see the world and to more than just textbooks and internet pictures, right? So I'd definitely travel. Maybe get some big boy toys, pay off a house, maybe donate. I hate that I donate because there's a lot of people that say that, but in reality wouldn't. But I mean the people that have it, the rough. There's no really way because I don't know if I donate to a specific charity, to be honest, because
And the winner of Miss Canada is
yeah, because I mean, how much would I donate? I couldn't say, to be honest. I mean, because let's be real, no one wants to give away money free. But just if I have money that I don't need, of course I'm going to, right? How people that have been in situations like I have been, or other people have been, right? So I definitely take that into consideration. Could I give a number to right now? No, because it's easy to say something and not put your words behind it, right? So, or stand behind your words. So yeah, I gotta say, all pretty generic answers. Travel the world, donate.
Put $1 million in bank.
Yeah, get the $1 million in the bank.
All right, so
myself off well.
I'm gonna work it down to a math. All right, I'm gonna take what Jacob did, but I'm gonna put 25 in the bank. Get on the shit ton of interest off that, right?
Okay.
All right, and then so I still have 25 to play around with, right? Buy waterfront property. Let's say that cost me a total of $5 million, to get all the knickknacks inside my home too, right?
Okay, pools, gym, all that crazy shit. Yeah.
But buy myself some helicopters, some ski doos, just some paintball gear.
Yeah, the toys.
All right, now we got, let's say, a solid 10 million left after all of my toys are done taken care of, right? So we got a solid 10 mil. So now what we do is we go rock climbing, which I'd love to do. We just do things that we've never done before. Maybe put some money into research and everything. Now we have about 5 mil left. With that 5 mil, I don't know what I'd do with that.
Hookers.
Because definitely lots of hookers. No, I don't know what I'd do with that. The rest of that money, travel some more, maybe buy myself some nice clothes. Real nice clothes made out of dollar bills, yo.
Yeah, no, I really don't know.
Because that is a lot of money.
it's hard to try and spend it all.
I guess
at one
I
time.
could buy another home, like keep on buying homes throughout the world,
set up
keep
my
on seeing
family.
shit. Yeah.
Yeah, I really forgot to mention that earlier.
'cause
I'd love to help my family out.
And like I wouldn't put it into any charities. I'm sorry. I'd put it into like scientific research on like cancer and shit, or like any like fucking. I'm not trying to be Miss Canada here, but like
He is though.
I am. But like I just put it. I like Jacob. I can't say like the amount because you never know. You never know. All right, we got one last question before we go, and Mr. Jacob, will you deliver the question? All right, Jacob, go.
Okay, my question for you and myself, John, is what do you think people will say at your funeral?
Ooh.
It's really hard to say at a young age, but I'm gonna throw it out there. If you
All
were
right.
to die tomorrow,
If I were to die tomorrow, like everybody want. I'm gonna be honest. Everybody wants to look nice at a funeral, but if everybody was giving their honest opinion, I'm gonna give two answers for this. If everyone was giving their honest opinion and everything, firstly, I probably think some of them would say like I was a nice guy. I don't want to be kind of like a fucking, like I try to be a nice enough guy. Like I'm not trying to get people to like me, but I want people to be happy. I'm not like, oh yeah, I'm gonna like make everyone happy and everything. No, I'm not trying to do that. I'm trying to be kind of friends with everyone, not trying to be like a little cunt. But like I feel like some of the people at my funeral, if they were being honest, would just be fucking douchebags and like fucking, oh yeah, this kid, I used to know him and he was a total fucking retard. Like he'd run around the halls. He had a fucking squeaky ass voice.
No, that's me, man. That's me.
He looks like a fucking 12-year-old fucking kid still. Like this fucking faggot. I feel like some people would say that. But like if people weren't being honest, I feel like it would be like, all right, ready to set this up? All right, so little John's body is just laying there in the coffin, and here comes the first guy up on the stage. I knew John. He was such a good friend. He was so nice to all of us. I just want to say, in bursts Kanye. Sorry, I think this funeral meant to go to Beyonce. Just want to say Taylor doesn't deserve this funeral. In comes the SWAT team taking out Kanye. I'm sorry.
Wait, a funeral with a twist.
All right, Jacob, you? What do you think people would say at your funeral?
What do I think, or what do I hope? Okay, I'm just gonna stick with what I think would actually say. I think it'd be. I mean, I hope it'd be like one of those more upbeat funerals. People celebrated my life, not grieved it. I mean, that's personally what I hope for. I mean,
dude, I hope people grieve my life. No, screw them. I don't want them to celebrate my death.
I mean, to a degree,
I know,
I still
want
them, like there to be a mourning period. I don't want to be like, let's get Independence Day party on. I mean, like a mourning period. Then it's gonna be like a.
Like I'm being totally honest here. Like,
of course,
if I die, I don't want to see everybody all happy. I'm not trying to be a total fucking cunt.
No.
Like I sound like it. I
see exactly where you're coming from.
It's like I want to be remembered after I die. Because I don't want to die. I don't think
that's
anybody.
The thing.
Does.
A lot of people, nobody wants to die, and everyone wants to be remembered, and that's, it's pretty common, right? But I really want people to appreciate, what I've done. Hopefully, what I've accomplished in life. Mm-hmm. But if I were to die tomorrow, let's be real, I haven't really accomplished much. I'm just, it's a sad, a youth death, right? So it's like people. It's gonna make the generics. I'm so sorry for your loss. He was a great guy, whether they believe it or not. But then there's going to be, people that speak, like, hopefully that are good friends with me that speak out,
I feel like my mother from Calgary would milk my death. I'm not trying to be rude, but I'm feeling,
my God.
like, do you know, there was this Family Guy episode, and, where Stewie,
you're getting real deep here.
He did there was a little skit, and, like, Stewie died, and he was saying that his mom would milk it. I feel like that's how it would be with me. My mom would be like, oh, yeah, my little boy just died. This is all your fault. This is all your fault. She'd be like yelling at my dad and everything. Oh, it would be a scene. Oh boy.
Oh boy.
And she'd be like freaking just trying to get people on her side and everything. And she'd be like, "This is why he shouldn't have gone to Souk.
Oh,
this is why."
Oh my God, dude.
Fucking trying to extract money from my death or whatever.
Oh God, that'd be pretty savage. Like, no, I just care about what I can get from it, not from the fact that it happened. Yeah, I feel like I truthfully have no idea what people would say because, John and I are both new to Souk here, so it's like, I doubt people would fly from all over, everywhere I've lived, which is quite, like vast, like Ontario, Quebec, all these different places. So it's like, why would they come out for some guy that lived for 4 or 5 years, right? So it's hard to say. I just think it'd be your generic, may he rest in peace, Rip and Pepperoni.
Mm-hmm.
To be honest.
Well, let's actually try and make this to about half an hour. So it's 28 minutes now, but on the counter it's probably like 24 from all the cuts or whatever, from all our mess ups. So
yeah,
let's try and hit the half hour mark. Like let's see how many people we can drop off.
Okay, yeah. So we're just gonna end on that, or are we gonna bring another question?
No, we're gonna bring in one very final question, maybe two very final questions.
All right, yeah.
All right. This question's stolen off of what.com?
blog.udemy.com. That's
all right.
Dot. I don't even know.
Standing at the gates of heaven, right? God's right there. You know what? Let's mix it up. We're standing at the gates of hell. Satan's there.
Oh, okay.
Why should I not punish you? Let's say that.
Okay.
Why should I send you up to the big man?
So this is all connected.
It's basically the same thing. It's just with
yeah. So this is after our tragic funeral. I propose.
Oh yeah. Jacob got his arm ripped off by a dog. Right.
Mm-hmm.
The dog was like dragging him by just a little hamstring. Then what happened to you, Jacob? Did you get run over by a car?
I mean, the dog's ultimate punishment. Now you get to know what it's like to be run over by a car. Right?
All right. So what would you say to Satan? Would you be like, all right. You know what, Satan? You should send me up to the big man because blank.
All right. Well, I mean, so seeing as Mr. Lucifer, man, is quite sly, he with really, really good with words. As the Bible depicts him, I mean, I don't know how religious I am, to be honest. It's kind of in between. So, like, putting religion aside just for this philosophical, deep question, I would say to the man, look, man, I'm a young, respectable man. I'm well mannered, and I feel like I should be punished because what are truly the worst things that I've done in life? Do I want to say this on the podcast? Not necessarily.
Broke into a school? Not necessarily.
No. All these deep things. I mean, that being said, I'm no criminal. I haven't done all these crazy things. But I would ask him to take a look at my life.
Have like the little playback tape.
Yeah.
I'll show you all the bad moments. You'll be like, flip to tape 2.
Yeah.
He'll be like, I don't want to, man.
The cliche crystal ball. Like, okay, let's like what's truly the worst things I've done in life, and looking back, it's like, well, I may have stolen like 2-cent candies when I was like at 10. It's like didn't even know it was a problem. So it's like, honestly, I've been a decent person. Like a respectable citizen of society. So with that in mind, it's like, why couldn't I do the same and up with the big man in heaven? That's really
like
just an excuse.
Chill in God's hot tub.
Yeah.
Like go to his mansion, visit his honey.
Yeah.
All right. You know what? I'd be like, Mr. Satan, sir, if I can call you that. We're on that level yet. Lucy, my main man. All right. Lucy. Let's get down to business. What have I really, really done that's kind of really terrible? All right, so I may have stolen some bubble gum when I was like a little kid, kind of like Jacob. Yeah. But like generally, like after grade 9, I just started trying to be the best person I could be, like the best version of me. Like I stopped goofing around. I just started trying and everything, and I found that like the way to true happiness, man, is like making other people happy. Sometimes you just got to do that, and sometimes you just gotta be nice to others to get into the final goal, I guess. All right, we're gonna end it off there. Thank you, everybody. This has been a Tub first podcast. I don't know if you guys like it. Hit the like button. Let me know. Love you guys.